Hello, Eric. Could you please give
Hello,
an
hello.
introduction about yourself?
Oh, hello. My name is Erik, and I come from Slovakia, from the Central Europe. I'm in the real world or the hostels university for like 200 days, more than 200 days, and I've already earned more than 20 grand by doing things that our professors teach inside the hostels university.
Cool. And how old are you, if you don't mind mentioning?
So now I'm 17 years old, but when I entered hostels university, I was just 16. It was last year
Mhm.
in September, I guess. Like today minus 200 days, so it was around September
Cool, cool. Okay,
2023.
and in that case, as a 16-year-old, what brought you to joining Hustlers University?
Oh, in fact, it was the book from Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, because I always wanted to become rich and not work for money. It was the thing that I was like dreaming of for quite a long time. And then I found Hustlers University through TikTok videos and YouTubes and all these things. I was first like thinking, is it really so? Isn't it scam? Because when you see these Bugattis, ladies, and so on, it looks like scam. But then I found out after a few months that this is actually real, and you can, or anyone can achieve this just by hard work and the things you learn inside the Hustlers University. So this
Right.
was the thing because I was like always thinking about the entrepreneurship, earning money, because also my like family members are doing this stuff, so I wanted to be better than them, become rich, because we have no like a rich person like actually rich inside the family,
Mhm.
but there are many people who attempted but failed, and I wanted to show them that you can do it and it's actually real.
Mhm.
So that was my motivation.
Fair enough. And from what age have you had this kind of mindset, entrepreneurial mindset? And where do you
So
think that came from?
I'm not really sure because of course it doesn't form like overnight or something like that. Like from today I'm going to earn money, but it's like from the age of 14 by reading a book from a German author. Like it was called Das Geld in German, or the money, and it was about financial management and that kind of stuff. And I found out that many financial decisions that people make are just stupid, and they're poor because they don't have the knowledge. So I wanted to gain more knowledge about money, about entrepreneurship, and just about the world itself, like about mindset and this kind of stuff. So I was looking around like for books or other stuff where can I find this information, and then I found the Hustlers University,
Mhm.
and it was like the best thing I could have done in my life.
Amazing to hear. And let's get into it then. What campuses did you get into when you joined Hustlers University? Which ones were beneficial to you?
So in fact, I entered all of the campuses because I wanted to like get them known at the start. So in fact, I'm joined in every single campus, but the campuses I really use and are beneficial to me and I'm making money is stocks, freelancing, or client acquisition, and then also crypto trading. This is my main focus now, but I'm not learning that much. Not learning, earning. Sorry. So I'm not earning that much money from it because I'm just still in the learning phase because it's not an easy thing to learn. So I earned just like few $100 by crypto trading, but in stocks it's much better. It's my like second most focus, let's say. Second thing I'm most focused on, and it's I earned more than 6 grand by doing stocks from let's say October because I didn't start it like right away in September. So it was like from October I earned like 6 grand by investing, let's say not more than $2,000 or euros or whatever,
Mhm.
and then I made like 6,000 from it.
Very solid. And you say that's the second most campus you're most committed to. So again, there's clearly more context there. Um, do give more of a rundown. Let's make this a bit easier and say from when you joined until now, as much as you remember, month by month, which campuses you got into, what did you do because of those campuses, and how has that led to the money you've made?
So I'll start with the crypto now because I'm like most into crypto right now, and I made like 500 or around $500 by crypto trading, but it's because I'm in the learning phase according to Professor Michael's instructions, and I'm just risking little amounts of money to learn. But I also joined stocks campus, and this contributed like to all my stocks knowledge because I had no idea about the stock market and then something like stocks even exist in fact.
Mhm.
So I started to invest like index funds and all this stuff that are like more simple just to start. And then I started like to pick individual stocks based on the knowledge, and I made like $6,000 from it, or euros. And also I started freelancing campus, but it was quite fun because I started doing like freelancing when I was 5 years old. In fact, I founded my first YouTube channel, but I just was doing it for fun and for like, let's say, a memory for my family, all the things I've done. And then I found out that you can really earn money by doing this, that you can like find clients and do it for them. So I found like 2 clients that now consume all of my free time, or all the time I have. And by freelancing, I earned like 12 or 13 grand. So I was able to buy a car, buy a driver's license, and actually I became the richest person in the class because I'm still attending the school, because I'm at the age of 16 or 17. When I started, I was 16, now I'm 17, so it's still obligatory in Slovakia to attend school at that age.
Okay. Explain some more about freelancing, how you made the money.
So it was
like,
quite an interesting thing because I didn't make it like in cash or things like that, like many people imagine, but it was a contract that was worth 10 grand with the company from Austria, Technik. And it was a contract that I would record them videos for a year, every month, like 2 videos, but they are going to sell me a car for 10 grand. It's Ford Mondeo. And I didn't have to pay, of course, this money because it was in the contract. So I'm just working for the car, not for money. And by doing these contracts and also crypto and stocks, I found out that actually cash is a useless thing. You can live completely without cash. Now I have on my bank account like $88 because I have all in stocks, in crypto, or in such a contract. Because I found out that actually you need cash only when you want to go to grocery store. And then the other stores you can pay in a different way. And as we all know that cash is losing value every single minute, so there's no point holding it.
Fair enough. Okay. That's the first that I've heard. How did you actually get that contract then? How did you outreach to the people? What, to the company? What did you say? What was your initial pitch? And how did it come about that you got that contract?
So it was more like Slovakian style, because everyone who is watching it from Slovakia or Czech Republic, that they know that in Slovakia it's not more that important who you are, but who you know. So this company, my father works for this company, and he was like on home office one day, and he was talking to his boss on the phone, and I like heard this conversation when his boss told him that he was in Austria, like talking to the head of the company or the owner, and he was quite pissed off. The owner was quite pissed off that the Slovakia has nearly no marketing, as like poor marketing, let's say skills at poor marketing through social media. And then I told my father, like, I can talk to your boss and maybe we can do something because I have the freelancing studio for myself, so he won't have to pay anything. I can start right away and we can do the job. So then we like called each other and made the contract after just like through a call like this one. We didn't even meet personally anytime in my entire life, and it was enough. So first he wanted to see how it looks, so I recorded like 2 videos, and then he sent me this contract about the car. So I was like really surprised at how well it went, actually, to be honest, and how simple it can be when you have the right mentor. Because really, I would like do the videos or record the videos for the rest of my life, and without even knowing how much you can earn by doing this.
Mm-hmm. And
Because
how
this is
did
the
the real contribute to any aspect of that, of you landing the contract or recording the videos? Did you implement any lessons from Husses University there?
Of course, I implement mostly like the sales, also from a business mastery campus. Things like sales and client acquisition, talking like publicly on the not on the camera, but in general, publicly talking and being more open, know how to sell yourself, your product, and the things you're doing. Because this is the thing in like people in my age, especially in school, I can see that people are unable to speak publicly, unable to speak at all. Everyone just wearing some headphones, listening to some bullshit, and not doing the right things for their future. Because when you're not communicating with the world, then I'm not sure about your future, man.
Cool. Fair enough. And clearly, a lot has changed for you since joining HU. So, how different does your average day look now compared to an average day before?
Oh, I found out how long the day actually is when you are not doing the stupid stuff. Because first of all, when I like before I joined the HU, I was like a normal kid like everybody, going to school, doing some homework, and then play video games for the rest of the day, sometimes also at night. And I was not working out and doing things like that because I like that and I have no time because I have like guys on the call and we are playing World of Tanks or something like that. And then I found out that when I'm not playing video games and not doing stupid stuff, I have also time to work out. I have time to do the financial work. I have time to manage my day. So I found out that how long the day actually is if you are not doing the stupid stuff, but just the work and the important things for your life. So
Mhm.
at the like from let's say from February till now, in fact, I was also attending a driver school that was quite time consuming. So I was going to school first thing. Then I had German lessons. Then I had English lessons. Then I had driver school. Then I had Astor's University for every single day, at least
Mhm.
like one lecture. And then I was working out. So it's like 6 or 7 things to do. And of course, I have like family or I have to spend some time with my parents and so on because it's just polite and they deserve it. And then I found out that it's completely okay that I can make it and also like sleep 7 to 8 hours a day. It's no problem.
Mhm.
Because I
Very
also
good.
talked to some
Yeah.
of my peers that they have to study for school like for whole night and so on. But then I asked them like when you started at the let's say at midnight because they were scrolling through TikTok and doing stupid stuff because they were just lazy
Mhm. Yeah.
and like pulling this work like I'm going to do it in 20 minutes in 30 minutes in whatever minutes and then there was a midnight.
Right. So clearly, your time management is better than some of the adults I know as
Yeah,
well,
thank you.
because you actually use it to the fullest, use every moment to the
Yeah,
fullest.
because now actually, in fact, when I have like some free time, I'm like, all right, I have like 1 hour or 2 hours free. What am I gonna do? Because I like always started to seek for the work and seek for the hard stuff because I have like no more interest in playing video games and doing such a stuff. So I had like a free day, a day off from school and all from the other stuff because my parents told me like to have a day off because you're going to burn out and so on. So let's say, okay, I'm gonna do it for one day just to try out. And I called one of my friends that like we're going to play the video game like in the past, and I was not interested at all. I like stopped it after an hour because it was boring to me. It was like I couldn't see the value of doing such a thing.
All right. Good. So clear, a clear mental shift there because of the work you've been putting in, and now a much healthier mindset. Guessing physically, you've seen quite a bit of improvements then if you've been going to the gym, right?
Yeah, because I have really no access to the gym, so I am doing just like bodyweight
All
exercises,
right.
like 100 push-ups a day. It's my normal
Mhm.
thing. But before I entered the HU, I wasn't able to do a single push-up, and I was quite fat, honestly. And now I can do like 100 push-ups a day with relative ease. I'm not at once, but still better.
Right.
And I didn't really like talked
Okay.
about such things around my peers or such stuff, but it was actually a few days ago, like 4 days ago, and one of my friends told me like, "You're starting to looking like better, more sporty. What are you doing?" And then I told him about the HU and about all that kind of stuff because I didn't want to like talk just about it and with no results in my hand actually.
Mhm.
So I first wanted to do some work and then just talk about it, because I know that there's like many talkers around the world. There we
Yeah.
have generation of thinkers and talkers, but no one's doing anything. In fact, I have like one friend who also wanted to join the Astor's University, and like roughly the same time I joined. And guess what? He's thinking still today,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and did nothing. And I made like 20 grand or more than 20 grand just
Mhm.
like in 200 days. That
All right.
it's actually it's like a income of the entire household here in Slovakia, in my household. And my both parents are engineers, so they're well educated and they're paid good. But it's
All
like
right.
a yearly income for the whole household after
Mhm.
we like remove all the tax and that thing.
Mhm. And you're just getting started. You're 17 now. And with this kind of mindset, there's so much potential for your future. So already you're at this point. So imagine a year down the line, several years down the line. Insane how much you can do. And speaking of your parents, what did they think about what you're doing?
So I'm quite surprised because in Slovakia people are quite like not really want to stay in the old earth kind of stuff, but they were supportive from the actually very beginning when I first entered the Hustlers University. So they always supported me, especially now when crypto trading. And this is the thing I want to like tell everyone to try. No matter if you like crypto, hate crypto, or whatever, this is the thing that will show all your bad things, that all your problems or your issues in terms of mental health and all the bad things you have in yourself is going to show on the screen in the numbers of P&L of how much you lose. So always when I lost some money, they were supported. It's all right. You have the right professors. You have the right things. The people are educated. You can see that like people are earning quite a lot in the Hustlers University. So just continue working hard, and you're going to make it.
Mhm.
And honestly, I'm still thinking that I can work even harder and do more and so on because I don't think like I'm that like exceptional. I just started to do the things that I'm supposed to do in my life, and I think that everybody expect to get my life in order in terms of parents, grandparents, and whoever. And
Mhm.
I'm just doing it, and it works well. So I don't think I'm like an extraordinary person or doing extraordinary things. Anyone can do the same thing I'm doing.
Mhm.
There's like nothing special about me or my settings.
It's like you implemented the knowledge you
Yeah,
received.
I just
That's
implement
the
the right
most
knowledge.
important
Yeah, just being really disciplined, doing the things you're supposed to do, and there's like nothing more that you can do. Yeah, just do your best every single day, and you're going to make it, or you're not going to make it, and you're not like maybe mature enough, or you have to study more or something like that. But it's actually not that difficult, honestly, with the right mentors. Maybe it is difficult, but it just seems like simple. I would think Luke was talking about these things that with the right mentor, it seems like easy, but it's not because you have the mentor, so you can ask questions, talk about the things, and people who don't have this person are just learning by themselves on their mistakes and doing them over and over again.
Mhm.
So because I firstly thought that when I'm like reading a book from Robert Kiyosaki, let's say, that he is my mentor, but he is not. He is just a writer of a book because I cannot ask him, how did you really mean this sentence, let's say. So
Mhm.
now I can really ask, and I'm asking quite often. Maybe it's like sounds stupid, but I really want to have 100% insurance that the thing I'm talking about is really so. So I'm asking like every single week something to the crypto professor or any other professor, like, really, how can I do this? Is it right? Is it not right? Just to keep myself on the right track.
Right. Very well said. And since you're on this trajectory, then where do you see your life heading in the short term, medium term, and long term? What plans do you have?
So now my plans are to increase my net worth, of course, as is as it's possible, let's say. But now my main focus is in crypto trading, and Professor Michael G has like an appointment or assignment for people that you have to do 100 live trades by yourself based on your system that you came up with, you have tested, and you have to prove that you are like a profitable and disciplined trader. So that's the thing I want to do. I already started, but it's like work for a few months because when you don't want to just YOLO into some trades and doing them as many as possible, but when you really want to learn something, then it takes time. So that's the thing I wanted to accomplish in like a month or two, and then also increase like my earning potential in any way, because I'm always, when I earn some money in any kind of stuff, just maybe like just selling a stupid homework for $50, I put this money into stocks or into crypto or something like that to increase my earning potential. Like every dollar must earn another dollar for me. It just can't lay around and wait for something to happen. So that's my plans, and maybe like increase the size of my stock portfolio from 6 grand to 10 to 12 grand by the end of this year. Would be really nice. So that are my plans, like in terms of financial stuff. And also many people think that when you are starting to improving and do such things that you now can find, like, let's say, a girlfriend. Now in this time when we're talking, I don't have a girlfriend, but actually I have no time for this. And this is the thing I want to clear for everybody watching it. If you want to really do the work, you have to like set the priorities in your life. Because I know many people at my age, my peers, that have girlfriends and even want to marry because they're 18, 19, so they want to marry, but they're complete losers. They have nothing. They have like not a single penny in their pocket, and they want to marry. So it's absolutely stupid. It's like I know that it's all right to like have a girlfriend and such things, but
But
I was looking.
the mindset
I'm,
there is fine. Like everyone has their own trajectory in life. I wouldn't say it's
oh,
stupid.
of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
nothing
I
is.
think like
Just to clarify,
yeah,
the mindset you have, I completely agree with that. The best approach, in my eyes, is working on yourself, becoming a man first, a competent man, and then looking to get into a relationship. That completely
yeah.
makes sense.
Actually, this is the thing because the person I was talking about, my friend, he actually doesn't have an idea what his direction is actually in life, because you said about trajectory of life. He has no trajectory. He has no idea. And I'm like waiting for the woman that I really want to marry and stay with, and just not run to every single relationship, because I also know people who have 4 or 5 relationships in a year. Like, what is this for? It's no reason for doing it.
Cool. Okay. Let me see. I think that's most of the things covered. Then we can do a follow up in 3 to 4 months or longer, whenever you'll feel like you have more to update on. Because again, the trajectory you're on, you're just gonna, as long as you continue what you're doing, it will just be exponential growth over
Yeah,
time.
I'm hoping for it, because when I like heard that the first 100 grand is the hardest part, so I have this mindset that okay, I'm in the hardest part right now, so I have to work the hardest. But I think that with this kind of mindset and this kind of work, it's not even that hard, because I don't really doubt the things. I do the everyday work like normal, like it's completely automated in my head. I'm not even thinking that it's work and I have to do it and I'm going to do it tomorrow. No, it's the work for today and I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite simple mindset, but it's very effective.
All right.
And another thing is that I want to become like financially free, because I was watching a video on, I think it was on YouTube, doesn't matter. And there was a podcast, and 2 women were talking about something. It was just like a short form of the content. And the woman was talking, I have like the best husband on the planet Earth, because he is there for me when I was pregnant every single day, can take care about the family, the whole household. And when I heard this, I want to be that kind of man, to have like some investments to live off, and when someone needs me in terms of my family or friends, I will be there for them, not being in like some 9 to 5 metrics, and I cannot help my wife and my family because I have to be somewhere trading like my time for money.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Very good mindset.
yeah, so
And for sure, good idea.
yeah, because in terms of my life goals, that I have like 2 goals. First is like financial, and the second is the career one. In terms of finances, I really want to like have, let's say, 100 grand a month income. This is my plan, and this would be like enough for me to have actually limitless money, more money that I can spend. It would be like 100 grand a month. And in terms of career, I would really love to become a real world or the Hustlers University professor in terms of financial management, because I can see many people who get rich suddenly somehow by winning a lottery or something like that, and they go broke for like after a year or a few months because just poor financial management. And this is the thing I really want to share with other people, because there are many people who earn their money, and then let's say they earn $50, and I saw the post in Hustlers University that a guy earned $50 by flipping, and then he bought the cigars for $15. Like, it made no sense in the financial terms. It was not financially correct decision. So this is the thing I really want to share with the world.
Okay. I like the goals. Potentially become a real world professor. Very good
Yeah.
thing to strive for. Love that.
And because when
Okay.
I can see like how well educated, how hungry these people are, I really want to join this group of people. Because I know that it's not that simple to become real world professor. I like can imagine how difficult it is, and that's exactly why I wanted to do, because I always wanted to set like goals that are bigger than I can do, or like the time is so tight, just to prove myself and everybody that something that everyone thinks that it's unbelievable and it cannot be done, it can be done. Because when I have a simple goal, then I reach the goal quite fast, and then I have no goal, so I have to look for another one, and I'm too lazy for looking like for a goal every single month. So I want to have like a big goal that it's really worth it and stick to it.
Sounds great. Love that. So I believe this gives a very good insight, this interview, into the type of person you are, the mindset you have, the goals you have. So happy to wrap it up with a final question. For people who are unsure about joining Hustlers University because they're thinking it could be a scam for $50, what advice would you have to those people?
So my advice is just to join, because when you are not willing to risk $50 for like changing your entire life, then really getting rich is not for you. And if you can't see like the point of it, when you all the cars, beautiful women, and so on doesn't motivate you to become rich, then being rich is not for you, because when it doesn't motivate you, why do you want it? So if you are motivated enough and willing to work, because of course this is an important thing for everyone. Hustlers University is like, they're going to give you the knowledge, but you are the one who gives the work. So everyone who is willing to work and willing to do something with your life, just join, no thinking, and it's worth it. Like after 2 months, you're going to start to see the first results, and it's going to pay off by itself. So yeah, just join, and I'm waiting for you to join.
Cool. And for people who want to find out more about you or contact you, where could they do so?
So you can do it, or anyone can do it, on Facebook, on my Facebook page, when there's my name on it, Erik Kožuško, and then on Instagram. But mostly my Instagram is just doing like funny stuff about my personal life, gardening stuff. But you can also see by this that being like inside the real world of Hustlers University, it's not just work, 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 and no life, and just sitting in front of a computer all day. It's completely alright to work and also have some time, because you're not going to like work for 24 hours. It's impossible when you're just starting. So I actually live the life I wanted in terms of time management right now. So I have like time to work, to improve. I have some time for myself, and this is the important thing. I think Ted was talking about this, and it was like the best thing I've ever heard. Why are you waking up today? Because you have to, or because you are too excited to stay in the bed? So now I flipped from I have to wake up, that I'm going to wake up and I want to wake up. So this is what the real world gives you.
Love that. Very good way to end off. So, Erik, thank you for coming on and sharing your story.
Yeah, pleasure on my side, definitely.
Very, very good mindset for a 17-year-old, as I'm sure you know yourself when you see the peers around you. So, let's do a follow up. As I said before, let's continue tracking your progress, and then it'll be interesting to look back on in 5 to 10 years. Once
Yeah,
you, who knows where you'll be, but looking back on this will be, even you could show your children at some point that this is where it all
yeah,
began. Look how I was, look how I am now. And I think that's the beauty of these interviews. So yeah.
yeah. Of course, it definitely like has an enormous value, I think, for everyone, not just for me, but for the entire family and the people who are supporting me all the way to the top.
Exactly. Okay, so Erik, wish you all the best until next time.
Okay, thank you very much. See you next time.